Guys, what's going on? My name is Luis, and God bless every single one of you. Today is June 23rd, 2024, and welcome to the Real GS News channel. Alright guys, so we have some urgent information coming out. If you can, please share this video, and we have a big breaking news. Red alert. It says here, the yellow and blue country citizens, they were hit. They were hit with sleeping giant equipment. And they were carrying clusters. Man! Information speak of a strike even near the beach. There is a lot of pressure in the bear capital right now for retaliation, not only against the yellow and blue, but also against the sleeping giant and NATO. They gave the green light. Alright guys, before I start, give this video a big thumbs up. Share this video with your friends, families, and loved ones. I appreciate the love and support. And for those of you that want to contribute to the channel, once again, a PayPal link and a Patreon link is in the description box. Also guys, $1 a month Patreon. We get you access to our live stream every Sunday. We talk about things that we cannot talk about on the platform. Also, I posted videos today. Those links will be in the comments box. And for those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, US Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida, 34691. Let's stop here for a second. I seen the video. And guys, I'm not going to show the video. There were many out there. It was a nice, beautiful weekend. The sun is out. Everybody at the beach. Blue skies. Then all of a sudden, boom. Sleeping giant equipment hit that region. Again, a sleeping giant equipment hit that region. The sleeping giant is the one that gave the green light. The yellow and blue hit innocent using sleeping giant equipment. Let's see what's going on here, guys. Let's see what's going on here. It seems like the sleeping giant, they want WW3. Put it like this. You know how last week everybody was talking about the bear submarine off the coast of Florida? Just imagine a bear firing their stuff at Miami Beach. It would be big breaking news. Well, that's the same thing going on right now. The sleeping giant gave the green light. The yellow and blue used our equipment and it hit the beach out there in Crimea. Now, I'm not going to say the full name. Follow me on this one. So there is a lot of pressure in the bear capital for retaliation, not only against the yellow and blue, but also against the sleeping giant and NATO, which gave the coordinate and also the system for the strike. As long as the bear capital suffers such blows, this pressure will increase. They are provoking the bear. The bear really don't want WW3. The bear don't want the biblical war. But it seems like the sleeping giant is asking for it. Once again, you have the number from this event by the yellow and blue forces has reached 3, while 124 have been impacted. But I heard that number has gone up. It's not 3 anymore. It has gone up. There's a video here. I cannot show the video. The platform is very strict. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter. I am sharing the information on Twitter. It says here, Mr. Z tirelessly asked for the sleeping giant lands that supply him with such equipment for the right to launch strike deep into the bear territory. Well, Mr. Z, you got the equipment. You use those equipment. You hit innocents. You hit innocents. They were just out there enjoying their weekend. Boom. Just like that. The shock is even greater for the bear public opinion, as it became known that those out there are also young ones. Young ones. The gov of that region said that fragments of 5 fell in that region of the city, impacting many, including young ones. Here's the thing, the sleeping giant, they're used to doing this to young ones. The sleeping giant are used to impacting, giving the green light and even firing towards young ones. I mean, we have a sleeping giant leader that loves sniffing hair. I'm not trying to be, start anything here, but there are videos that those in the spotlight, they're like, sniff your hair and all that type of stuff, and they pushing all that the abominations towards the young ones. It says here also a large event fire broke out in one of the boarding where the young one goes to learn in that region district. There's some stuff going on right now, guys. The yellow and blue capital. The yellow and blue capital regime hit Sevastopol with sleeping giant equipment, and they have some very powerful stuff in that equipment. The number of those impacted is expected to increase. He added that the entire HEALTH care system has been mobilized. You have experts out there and staff were at their workplaces, and all the necessary care was provided to those who are impacted. The initial report that the strike was carried out with sleeping giant weapon. I gotta say multiple times. For those, again, that have the yellow and blue bumper sticker. Is this your sleeping giant? Is this how sleeping giant do these type of stuff? Firing that powerful equipment towards young ones? The sleeping giant equipment, which were recently sent to the yellow and blue, are confirmed by a statement from the Bear Ministry of Defense. At the same time, the movement of vehicles on Crimea Bridge was stopped for security reasons. They carefully planned their operation. They used them for maximum event on innocence. We will do everything to ensure the international community is informed about the latest operation of the yellow and blue group. I can assure you that the Bear diplomats will work in this direction even more persistently than it already does. He also said that the spokeswoman for the Bear Foreign Ministry, adding that international organizations, including the OSCE and others, are influenced by the sleeping giant agenda and usually ignore such strike. In the first minutes after the NATO-backed yellow and blue capital has struck innocent ones using sleeping giant equipment. And in those sleeping giant equipments were cluster. There were many carried. You guys already know the rest. Wow, there was something there I should have never seen. The strike will not go unanswered. There you go. Seems like the Bear is going to respond. I think the Bear might have gave something to Cuba. Or maybe Venezuela. So if I were a sleeping giant, I'd stay away from the beach too. Those in the spotlight of the sleeping giant, where are they? They should come out. And they should address the sleeping giant to be prepared just in case. He ain't nowhere to be found. Nowhere. And guess what? 90% of sleeping giant citizens don't know that this took place. But I bet you what, Joe, he knows. He's the one that picked up the phone and gave the green light. He's prepared just in case. But sleeping giants, they don't know about this story here. So the strike will not go unanswered. The event will not go unanswered. As the Bear Foreign Ministry said, this event will not go unanswered. A deliberate miss strike was carried out in the city of Sevastopol by 5 Sleeping Giant ATACS equipment with submunition clusters. 4 Sleeping Giant made equipment were intercepted. I must remind you, there were only Sleeping Giant equipments involved in this. Now, I remember, and I don't forget things, the Sleeping Giant leader 2 years ago, he said this: we will send equipment to the yellow and blue. And he said this, and I promise you, those equipments will not hit the bear territory. I guess he broke that promise. I've been telling you guys, his nose is longer than Pinocchio. It says here the events, the explosion of the warhead of the 5th Sleeping Giant equipment in the air resulted in numerous casualties among innocents. Reports the Bear Foreign Ministry to continue. All launch assignments for the Sleeping Giant operational equipment are entered by the Sleeping Giant expert based on satellite intelligence data. So the Sleeping Giant had a lot to do with this. The Sleeping Giant is the one that operates these things. Yes, it's in the yellow and blue, but the Sleeping Giant fires it. Therefore, the responsibility for the event on the innocent ones, it will be put on the Sleeping Giant. Primarily with the Sleeping Giant, which supplied these equipment to the yellow and blue, and the leader of the yellow and blue from whose territory this strike was carried out. Such action will not go unanswered. Sleeping Giant, if I were you, I'd be aware of your surroundings. You may want to, just in case, prep up. Now, people's going to be like, ain't nothing going to happen. Well, if nothing happens, then that's a good thing, because at least someone has common sense. The bear leader does not want WW3. But here in the Sleeping Giant, those in the spotlight, they won WW3. The events of the beaches and streets of this region that are making the rounds on the internet are shocking. Gotta be careful showing stuff here. I will avenge every young one's impact on that beach. I never knew the Sleeping Giant loved going after young ones. I mean, it's happening right now in a GA-ZA strip. And who's giving those supplies to the Holy Land? The Sleeping Giant. And then everybody says that the 4-5 is a bad, bad man. The 4-5 is bad. Because it's, stormy stuff? Wow. What about everybody saying the bear leader is bad? I don't see none of them going after young ones. But what about the 4-6? Oh, the 4-6 is responsible for these biblical war, but no one saying anything. It's like in these last days, the minds of many has been shifted. And that's the story. That's all of it. Give me a second here. I want to see what number is that right now. So far, 3. That's the number they have it. 3 are out, and over 100 are impacted. I cannot show the pictures. I can, again, they have videos and everything here. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. 12:21 p.m. About 10 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago, it was a Sleeping Giant drone that provided intelligence and targeting coordinated for the Sleeping Giant equipment upon that region earlier today. Here is the flight path of the Sleeping Giant drone. Sleeping Giant, what are you doing? What are you doing, Sleeping Giant? What are you doing, sleeping giant? What are you doing? Yeah, the sleeping giant is really looking for something here. There you go. That's your beloved sleeping giant. They said the numbers might go up. And right now I see a picture of all these, like the buckets and the shovel, you know, the sand and stuff at the beach. There's sandals of young ones out there. Yeah. Well, there you go. That's your sleeping giant. Those in the spotlights, you know, the one they call saints and angels. We are willing to move heaven and earth for the yellow and blue. That's what they're saying. That's what they putting out there. They are willing to even strike even the young ones. And that's where we are right now, guys. I would keep it updated on this one here. Sleeping Giants just gave the green light, and they were part of this operation. Absolutely. Uh, you know, they keep saying, well, we're not part of it. Yes, we're sending equipment, but we're not part of it. It's like me going to Walmart, and I see confrontation, right? And I grab one of the Walmart baseball bat and say, here, use this. Oh, here, use this bike. Slam it on them. And then here comes the blue. Hey, you gave him that bat and all that? Yeah, I gave it to him, but I wasn't part of the confrontation. And the blue is like, oh, okay. Okay, you could go. It's just silly. It's just silly. The sleeping giant is making himself look, again, God will seek his revenge. Alright, guys, thank you so much for watching. My deepest condolences and prayers to the families and friends that lost their loved ones. I pray that those who are impacted, I pray for quick recovery. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Once again, for those of you that want to give your life to Christ, you can email me. My email is in the description box. Me and my wife are here to help many and to lead many to the righteous path, and that's the path of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. For those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife Jessica Santiago at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida 34691. Once again, guys, $1 a month Patreon. We get you access to our live stream every Sunday. We talk about things that we cannot talk about in the platform. Also, I posted videos today. Those links will be in the comments box. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you all. Faith and trust in Jesus Christ, for he's the only way, the truth, and the life. No one gets to the Father but through Jesus. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time later. Peace.